beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the October 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Well, let's go ahead and jump in and get started here. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for October. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. Let's go and get into it, Aquarius, pulling a summary affirmation card for our first column, which is, again, what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks or month. We have the card Revolution. So I feel like there's been a significant change, potentially something that you didn't initially agree with or have interest in. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we've got here for you. Okay, first up we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card that has 2 really different meanings here, Aquarius. First, let's start. If you see this person, they're kind of sitting under the tree, their arms are crossed. They're kind of just discontent. This is a card of apathy or a card of lack of fulfillment. So this, for most of you, is going to be the motivator, the mover behind wanting to make this change, go through this revolution or evolution for yourself here. Then we have this 4th cup in the top card here, and this is like surprise gifts. So again, this maybe isn't a change that we initially wanted or thought you would support, but it really is coming as a gift. Moving on down, we have our 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a card of working hard, being very good at what you're doing, being able to enjoy. So again, I feel like you're actually enjoying this transformation. Again, maybe not something you would initially have sought after, but some enjoyment for you now. This is also the hard work that you've put into this revolution. I think this can also be a sign here too. This is like the benefits to come from this change. At the bottom here, we do have the 10 of Wands, though. This is a card of being stressed, exhausted, having lots of different burdens. This could have been a lot of work. This is a heavy lift, I think, Aquarius, to get through this change, to make this shift for yourself. But this could also be the motivator behind it, too, this kind of constant state of being stressed or exhausted. Let's take a look at clarifiers and see what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So again, this is taking us from this place of apathy, not feeling very fulfilled or very content, and moving us much closer to our desires. The next card that we have is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is a busy card, so you do see there's something different happening in each of these cups here. Again, you've been having to put in the hard work. You have a lot of burdens, a lot of stress, exhaustion going on. We saw that in the bottom card. The 7 of Cups can also be kind of non-committal. I do think there was some non-committal energy there just because, again, I don't know that this is initially something you would have usually gone for here, Aquarius. And at the bottom, we have the repeat card, 8 of Pentacles here. So the hard work you've put in makes sense that you're tired. But I do think there will be really good payoff here. There's enjoyment on the other side. And again, it's reaping the benefits of that hard work. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the month of October. We have the card Motion. So this is pretty literal. This is things in motion. Things are moving here for you, Aquarius. Let's see what cards we've got coming through, though. First up, we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a card of telling you to stay persistent. You need to stay in motion. You need to keep moving forward in these next few weeks and months to come here, Aquarius. The 9 of Wands is also a card of having boundaries. This is keeping and maintaining boundaries, setting and maintaining boundaries. So do make sure you have clear boundaries, but more than anything, staying in motion. Continue to keep moving forward. The next card that we have is the Lovers card. The Lover's card is definitely a card of love. It's partnership, deep love, strength together. But anytime we have two of something on a card, it definitely is an indicator of a decision here, Aquarius. So I think there's going to be some decisions that come up. It's going to be like, do this or this. And again, we need to do the thing that's keeping us in motion, that's keeping us moving forward. We have the Two of Swords at the bottom here. Again, anytime we have two of something on a card, it's a decision card. Interesting thing with the Two of Swords, sometimes these decisions feel like compromise. Like we don't really love either option, but I think you need to make the option, even if it feels like a compromise, that still is giving you progress, it's still keeping you in motion. So again, make sure you keep moving forward here. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. This is limiting yourself. Only you can keep you moving forward here, so this persistence has to come from you. The Eight of Swords can be like a card of you stopping you, you holding you back. So just be aware of that. The nice thing with the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like a warning card. So it's something that you can action, that you can make progress on. I think the big thing is, again, maybe the paths aren't ideal. They both somewhat feel like a compromise. But again, do whatever keeps you in motion, keeps you making progress. At the bottom here, or excuse me, our middle clarifier, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical, very wise. This is a good investment. So I know these decisions, again, may not look ideal, but it's going to benefit you more than you think it will. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about leaving a legacy. It's all long term. So keep making these moves towards what you want. Keep continuing to build this legacy, build this path for yourself. So make the best decision you can, but the biggest thing is to keep making progress towards this legacy. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Quick money message to start you out here with Aquarius. We have, I allow money to work for me. I allow my money to work for me. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Up first, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a tired card. It's feeling like we're in a low place. You might not be super happy with your job right now, Aquarius, or maybe financial situation isn't the best. Again, I just feel like you're kind of sitting in this low place. The next card we have is the Hierophant. This is very traditional, very conventional. I feel like we need to change things up. This is like very routine. This is doing the same thing, same thing, same thing. We need to make a change so we can break this Ten of Swords cycle for you. We need to be able to move forward from this low point. At the bottom, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient. I feel like you've been waiting to make the move. But with the Page of Pentacles, this is the new job, the raise, the money news. So I like this because, again, something needs to change to get away from this Ten of Swords, but it looks like the new is here. But definitely expect a change to the routine. Looking at our clarifiers, the first clarifier we have is the Emperor. This very much shows a leadership card, so I see a lot of you moving into a leadership role, Aquarius. This is also a card of like planning though. Like we need to make a plan out of this low spot. We need to make our move out of this low spot. Next up we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wonderful money card. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is new job, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. Pairs very nicely with the Page of Pentacles. So again, we need to break out of the routine. We need to do something different. Definitely new opportunity, new money here for you. So I like to see that. We want to get away from that Ten of Swords feeling. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a card, one of my favorite cards in the entire deck, if you haven't heard me say that before. It's a card of total love, support, happiness, contentment. I used to think contentment wasn't that good, and now I realize how hard it is to be content, Aquarius. So hence my like of the Ten of Cups. So the grass is so much greener on the other side. I'm really glad to see that for you. But we're going from a place of being rather discontent to a place of being quite content. So that's a nice shift. Okay, moving on. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So quick love message for you. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationships, children, marriage. Again, whatever you associate with love, Aquarius. We have the King of Wands up first. The King of Wands is very bold. I like this. We're in like a position to make big moves here. I think some of you are in relationships, some of you are not, Aquarius. But again, you're kind of in this position of power. But I see you like ready to make moves. Very bold, very courageous, ready to move. And for those of you in the relationship, I think this is like power moves as a couple, which we always love to see that. Taking a look at our next card, we have the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card does not actually mean death, but it does indicate change and transformation, and it's time to move forward and make changes. So again, I feel like you're making these bold moves, whether it's relationship bold moves or relationship moves or single moves at this point. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Wands. This is very free-spirited. This is taking action. This is going forward. You're like raring to go. So again, I see you here ready to make the bold move. So love to see that. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Cups. Again, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. In this case, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So this could be bold moves in the relationship, or again, for those of you that are single, but all around wonderful card. Again, we're making significant love moves here. The next card we have here is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. It's interesting, you have side-by-side Hierophant cards, and this is like all about breaking out of the routine. Again, you're ready to jump forward and make moves. So ace cards, Hierophants here, interesting spread. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly. You have two horse cards like jumping into action here. So change is coming quickly, bold moves coming quickly for you on the love front there, Aquarius. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Friction. Friction is interesting. So this can mean conflict, but more often, like when things get moving, there's motion, there's rubbing together, there's that friction. So it's more about movement, and I'm not surprised to see this because we've had a ton of movement cards throughout the spread here. But let's see what this final message is here for you, Aquarius. First up, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. This does make sense just because, again, there's a lot going on here. So do make sure you do that. Take that time to rest, renew, recover. We're making a lot of moves right now. So we need as much movement. There needs to be downtime as well. Equal part movement, equal part rest. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. This is expansion. Things are expanding and growing and moving in all aspects of life. We have a ton of movement throughout this entire reading. So again, as much as we are moving, expanding, we need that rest as well. The Devil card at the bottom here, this is a card of overdoing things. So again, we're kind of striking that fine balance of getting things done, being in motion, but also making sure we're resting. It can't be all movement. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Wands. These are just all the new things. These are all the things in motion being represented with that Ace of Wands. At the next card here, King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. I like this. All of this movement, all of this expansion is very future focused. Again, we're really heading where you want to go at this point, Aquarius, which is so wonderful to see. And at the bottom here, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this is like finish line. So to get things across the finish line, we can't be overdoing things. So again, be striking this perfect balance, but motion, 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 movement, movement, movement is definitely a key message here for you this month. All right, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Two of Diamonds. This is number 18 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Seven of Diamonds. This is number 38 card. This is going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes there for you, Aquarius. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of October. We have Moonstone, which is very feminine, great for devotion. It's also very intuitive and kind of helps keep the crazy at bay, which is good. Last but not least, pulling a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note, oh my goodness. Your healing note says, healing takes courage and we all have courage, even if we have to dig a little to find it. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful October.